If you're a heat and air machine technician or even a salesperson, how do you deal with a buyer that just wants to complain, and why does this matter? This is a super important question. I'm Scott Sylvan Bell, coming to you live for HVAC Technician Sales Secrets on a perfect day to talk about sales and a perfect day to talk about you. Now, let's get this out of the, let's put this on the table. Should you deliver good service? Absolutely. Should you be concerned about somebody having a problem? Absolutely. Should you help the people that you meet with? Absolutely. Okay. Now, I do want to give you a small subsection of the population that will ruin your day, ruin your week, or ruin your month if you let it happen. And this is a person that is complaining about everything and there's no solution to fix it. So there is a small percentage of the population that the person that you're dealing with, the way that they get attention, the way that their love language is just strictly complaints. It's complaints. Nothing is going to make them happy. And to an extent, it's a power play. Because if you can't make that person happy, you are going to bend over backwards to do everything possible to try to help them, to fix their problem, to solve their problem, but they don't want their problem solved. Either A, they just want somebody to complain to, or B, they want somebody to complain to, and that complaint helps lower the price. And so you do have to know how to deal with this. You do need to know how to have a conversation. There's like the Popeye moment. I've had all I can stand. I can't stand no more. I don't really like there. When your body just goes, turns into the Incredible Hulk or into Popeye, you need to realize that you do need to put some boundaries in place very politely, very politely, very politely. If you come back to me and say, Scott, you told my guy to do this, like, listen, very politely. There's nothing wrong with defending yourself when there's a problem with a buyer. So you can just flat out ask and very politely modify this how you need, use it to your personality. Okay, so am I here to fix this problem or do you just want to complain about it? Take that phrase and modify it how you would say it, because that's how I would say it. So you are not me, I'm not you. You may want to change that. And this is why you should join HVAC Tech Secrets. I give you the goods, not in the Facebook group, not in the YouTube channel. You have to, at some point, get through the complaints, right? You have to let, like, dude, chick, bro, babe, you got to let this go. Yeah, I can come back. I can come back in a couple of days. I can come back in a week. You know, are you willing to forgive the person for this problem? But realize that complaint sessions, one, are very difficult when you get back in the service vehicle and you're like, oh man, I really don't want to run my next call. Like, I really want to go buy a piece of pie. I really want to go buy some cookies. I really want to buy some cake. You may say beer, right? I'm allergic to alcohol. And that's a clue that, like, you need to let that go. And so, like, here's the thing that I do. Anytime that I meet with a buyer and even a client, and they are all over the place and they're just aggressive. I had this. I went out to a meeting, Southern California, and the people were ooky. Like, I would never do business with them. And if they're watching, I would never do business with you. So what I did was I took all my notes and I wrote it on a piece of paper and I crumpled it up and I threw it away. And I said, game on. Then I went to the ocean and watched the sunset and everything was good. Okay. First time I've talked about that in a long time. So just know that sometimes people are ooky. Sometimes people create problems for you. They don't want their problem solved. They just want to complain. They just want to see the world burn. And you need to know that you do need to move on. You do need to let it go. If you have to vent to somebody, call a manager and not another technician and not another salesperson. Or if you are calling a friend or you are calling a salesperson you work with, you can say, hey, look, let me preface this. I got to get this off my chest. I know you're not my manager. I know you're not my business owner. I just need to get this and let it go so I can get back to selling. And a good friend will go ahead. And then what they do is they mute the phone and then they don't listen. And then they check in and they're like, you still there? Yep. I have friends that I talk to and they're like, I've got problems. Just do me a favor, put it on mute. And then come check in on me in a couple of minutes and we'll call it good. You got one of three things to do from here. Just one of three. Find the subscribe button. Click on it. Every time I send out a video, you'll get an update. Hit subscribe or share this with a friend. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.